That's Patrick Sylvan. You know the drill already. And win. So let me fucking quickens. There's a couple things I'd change about Anwin. First, Tranquility. I think Tranquility is probably her strongest ability. The thing I'd change about it is make it not global. Tranquility is an incredibly strong ability. Super, super strong. There's no reason for it to be global. You shouldn't just be able to throw in a bullock into the middle of the entire enemy army and then just tranquility it and then just be like, okay, it's fine now. It's literally never gonna die. Yeah, it's really stupid. It should just have a cast range, like other abilities. I don't know exactly the cast range, but it needs a cast range. The fact it's global is stupid. Replace. People think it's fine. I personally don't like it. I'll take the word for it that replace is fine, as I just haven't seen it. So I'll just say, yeah, okay, it's fine. Nature's Bosom. I think Shield 1 should be changed to another buff or something. Because giving Shield 1 to any Sylvan unit breaks their whole theme. They're supposed to be weak, squishy elves. And Shield 1 suddenly makes them similar to like crossbowmen. It turns units that are fine into suddenly extremely broken and overpowered because of that one extra health. So I would change the shield 1 to something else, or increase the gold cost. Why the fuck is this 1 gold? I don't know, but change shield 1 to something else, or just remove it. I don't care. Quickens are fine. It's kind of just what you want to build, but I think they're fine. I haven't had an issue with them. It's mainly just with the units they're on. Caladrix. I could just put the stuff in the right spots. For Caladrix. For True Strike, I think True Strike should be more gold. Giving him true damage, or pure damage, for 1 gold is dumb. It's just dumb. Why is this a 1 gold ability? It's super strong. It does not need to be 1 gold. Blink. Blink's kind of pointless, I'm not gonna lie. People have came up with buff ideas where he ain't spellproof until he moves, something or other, but I can see Blink getting a buff or something because you're just moving him and giving him spellproof. It doesn't really seem that interesting in my opinion. Maybe you like Blink, but I think it's pretty weak. Camouflage, I think it's fine. It's whatever. Not many people take it anyway because usually he just kills all the range units anyway. Blade Echo 1, it's pretty weak in my opinion. Blade Echo 2, it's alright. Blade Echo 3 is fucking butt fucking broken. Blade Echo should have a mana cost. Just plain and simple. There's no reason why being able to get 3 attacks for no cost should be a thing. It's incredibly easy to set up. It does incredibly high damage. It pretty much makes any unit that has 6 health and he gets hit by if they get hit by a Blade Echo, they're fucking pointless now. Like Caladrix fucking backstabs a unit. Blade Echo's 2 6 health units and now they're at 3 health and Caladrix just solos them all now. There's an argument. I know someone's gonna make it. Oh, but Caladrix is really weak. He's only got 4 health. Bull fucking shit. He's a fucking hero. You can easily buff up his stats. So I don't like that argument. Caladrix is weak. He dies easily. You can easily make him not die easily. You can give him a shield. You can give him worm scale. You can give him steadfast. There's so many things you can give him that makes him not easy to kill. So I don't like that argument that Caldrix is weak and he needs the damage. He can easily be impossible to kill if you want him to. So this is just my opinions. Those are the Sylvan heroes. I will say, yes, Sylvan's hard to play. I will say that. Before I go further, yes, Sylvan's hard to play. I get that. But when they hand to someone who's really fucking good, like Gravy, Empire, Moon, though, like in the hands of these players, like they don't play fair. They will play dirty. They will play Sylvan to their maximum efficiency, and then they turn super unfun and unfair because they have so many things that are just instant wins. Sylvan has so many instant wins under their belt. But if you're an average to lower skilled player, Sylvan's probably fine. But I'm just making this on people who actually know what they're doing. Wisp. I think Wisp would have like two movement. I don't know. I've never really had a problem with Wisp. I guess I would make the break like next round similar to like the Apprentice Wizard or the Lackey, where it's only broken for a limited time and not for the whole round. Just because it's a 2 gold unit. Uh, Probably that. I think the 3 movement's fine, in all honesty. I just think the break should be limited time. Satyr should have 1 movement. It's not fun if a Satyr goes here, just fucking taunts this guy, and then your Hippogriff Archer shoots it and pulls it into your enemy team. Satyr should not be able to do shit like that round 1, so give him 1 movement. Gladehawk. There was a suggestion that I kind of agreed with. I can't remember who said it. But the suggestion was you give it 0 power, but you make it so that it kind of has like the crossbowman passive where it gets an extra power when it attacks an exhausted unit. I can see that being quite useful, just because if you compare it to Spikecaller Hound, Gladehawk can easily sit in a spot where the enemy can't easily get to it without either dying or something. So the Gladehawk can easily stand somewhere and then just start threatening 1 health, 2 health, or 1 health units, even like maybe 2 of them. So being able to like kind of play around it in a way, I can see that being quite good. Again, all these really cheap units are way too cost efficient, so this is why I usually give suggestions for all of them. I would just make it so that I think that suggestion would actually be pretty good. I don't think it kills the card because you can set it in a spot and then kill these 1 health units that are exhausted trying to do stuff or something. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Fletcher should really be inactive. I don't get why he just sits there and then in 1 turn you can pull an enemy into your entire team. It should really be I activate Fletcher to give a buff to this archer, 1 of the 3 arrows, and then the archer shoots. It should really be like that. I really don't get why Fletcher's like the 1 outlier in the entire game where his buff is just triggered. It really doesn't make any sense to me. It's really fucking stupid. The Tether Archer, fine. I don't think anything's wrong with him. Sentinel needs a stat change. This is way too good of stats for a 3 gold unit. And probably be a gold cost increase because Protector's sad because he literally never sees play. I don't think I've literally ever seen Protector see play. In the entire time I've played, I don't think I've ever seen Protector see play. Because Deepwood Sentinel is just infinitely times better. For Protector, his maneuvers should really be combinable. I really don't get get why it's not. Uh, Fuck, give him 4 health. I don't give a shit. You make it so the Deeper Protector sees play and not Sentinel. These two units are like kind of way too similar and have too similar of a gold cost. There needs to be a pretty big change to both of them, I think. Hunter's fine, I guess. Don't really see any change I would give him. Mystic, again, I think she's fine. Witch Hunter, I think he's fine. Norfang Sorcerer probably doesn't need 3 debuffs. Why the fuck does he have 3 debuffs? You could probably remove one of them. I don't know. Just my opinion. Just probably doesn't need all 3. Grand Archer is fine. Great Hunter is fine. Centaur Guard. Similar to like Sentinel. Sentinel needs to be changed so that these other units can see play. But otherwise I think Centaur Guard's fine. Arbor Mage. Shield of Thorns really does not need to be 2 mana. Doesn't make any sense why it does. Probably doesn't even need it, to be honest. Could probably change it. Hedge I think is fine. Shield of Thorns is ass tier. Also probably make Arbor Mage 5 gold. Just as my opinion. Ursa Minor and Major I think are fine. Could probably have like 1 gold increase for like one of them. I don't know, but I think they're alright as is. Dryad is fine. Sorcerer could probably use like an extra damage or something. I don't know. Like I get his abilities have longer range. He has an extra health, but he still doesn't see any goddamn play. Even if he is only 2. Like for 2 gold, like it's a bargain. You get an extra mana, extra cast range, gets an extra health. Yeah, he still doesn't see any goddamn play. Still doesn't see any play because you'd rather just have a normal sorcerer. I really don't know. Maybe once the 2 golds are stuck ass, then people would play high sorcerer more, but I don't know. Still doesn't see play. Hippogriff Archer, weird change. I don't think you should have full Counter Strike. I think you should have like Counter Strike 2 or like Counter Strike 1 or something. Like, because Hippogriff seems really hard to kill, specifically for Gath, because Gath doesn't have any real way of killing the Hippogriff without taking Counter Strike damage. Just my opinion. I feel like the Counter Strike's probably not needed. Just my opinion. You can even just remove the Counter Strike. It's too similar. Like, it's really similar to like Wargretter, but it's just better in a billion ways. Probably doesn't need Counter Strike. I don't know what to change about it. It's just something about it should change. I don't know. It's like it's fine and not fine at the same time. I really can't explain it. Ranger is fine. Champion is fine. In my opinion, I think both are pretty good in their own rights. Elder Mystic. Probably just have 2 health and maybe give it an extra range or something. I don't know. It needs to be like twice as good as the regular Mystic to see playing, and right now it doesn't. It's not, so never play it. Grove Keeper and the Treant. Honestly, I don't know what to change about the Treant, but I think if anything, I would make it so the Treant doesn't have the root on attack. I think it's like a Heroes of Might and Magic thing, where like Treants would like root things. I don't know. I don't think the Treant needs it. I think its stats are good enough, and the Druid's utility is good enough. I really don't see why it needs to have the root on attack. Hippogriff Archer, same thing for Hippogriff. I think I could just do without Counter Strike. I don't know. It just seems weird. I think 1 extra health. If compared to Great Hunter, like 1 extra health and flying seems like a decent trade-off. Like, I don't know. It's just it's like fine and fine at the same time. I really don't know how to explain it. It just seems off. I talked about Major. Protect Enchantress. I don't know. Like, honestly, I could probably make Beguile 2 range. Beguile is such a literal game-winning ability. You get Beguile off like one time, you like win the game. Uh, Again, that's a huge nerf, but I think you. I think the fact that Sylvan can move her and teleport her and all that, I think she could still get it off. It just make it so that the instant win ability less happens less often. Just a suggestion. For Thorn Elemental, I really think Thorn Elemental could go down in health. I think it could go down to 6 health. Um, it's already got an incredibly strong ability in that it has spellproof and physical damage return. So it's really, really hard to hit this thing. Pretty much the only thing that can hit this thing and not take damage is Vesuvian Archer. Everything else that hits this is usually going to take damage back. Spellproof negates a big portion of magic damage from factions. Physical damage return makes it really hard to hit this for any physical damage, and its stats are just really good. I think it could go down to 6 health and still be completely fine. Just my opinion. Well, I think it's fine, all things considered. I think it's just support the bull elk can be pretty absurd sometimes. Bowmaster, I think Bowmaster's fine. I think his stats are pretty good. I think the fact he has counter strike's nice. His abilities are strong. Could probably go down like a gold cast or something. I don't know, but I think he's fine. Same goes for Green Dragon. I think Green Dragon is fine. He's more of like a draft around Ina than anything, but I think he's fine. Anyway, though, that's my season 2 Sylvan wish list. Well, that's way shorter than the other ones. But I guess I got through it fast. So, anyways, my throat hurts. Oh yeah, there's still the items. So I'll see you one last time when I talk about the items. See you then.